What's up, guys? Welcome back to Empyrion. It's been a long time since I made a video over this game. Now, if you guys probably already know, Empyrion came out with Alpha 9 back in December, and I had just finished my series on that, my Alpha 8 series. Not a whole lot longer after, or like not a whole lot before Alpha 9 released. So when I got onto Empyrion a couple of days ago, I decided to finish up a build that I've been working on. It's called the Eclipse class battleship, and I was in the testing phase. Well, what I was having problems is that I figured out that the way to make my ships shoot at each other had broken, and so I wanted to try to figure it out a way to fix that. So after about 4 hours of experimenting, I finally came up with a way of doing this. So for this, I'm gonna let's go. We are in survival, for one. I use the regular GM mode command, and now I'm gonna use the spawn blueprint to allow us to spawn our blueprints. And I'm gonna spawn in, say, my Douglas class destroyer. These are all vessels that I will be putting onto Steam. I just haven't been able to get around to it, and just busy. So anyway, this was a pretty big problem for me because as a shipbuilder, I like to know how my vessels can, compare to each other. So what I actually found out is, first you have to pick your ships. So I'm going to pick the Douglas and the Atlantis. The reason why is just because they're both kind of my might have to get a new world pretty soon. These are both my destroyers for two different deals. This is Northwind, the other one's supposed to be Gambit. So if you guys don't know, I like to try to give my vessels some kind of story. Alright, so there's the... Oh, I thought my game froze for a second. Alright, so there's the Atlantis. So now what we're going to do is we'll turn on item menu. We'll load up the weapons. I don't remember how many... see here. Just try that. I don't remember exactly what this thing has. Okay, so we need 150, 15, and 30. Alright. So, fill up your ammo, you go to your devices, and the way I always test them is I click the turret category, and I only have them target the generators, because the generators are the most protected, systems in my ship builds. Obvious reasons: you lose the generators, you have no power, therefore your ship is a sitting duck. So we'll come in here, do the same thing. Apparently I got a lot of stuff that... This is an old build, so... Alright, apply to group. And then... what was our weapons for this? 150, 30s, and see here. So 150, 30s, and what was it? Plasma? Oh, fill. Alright, so now that we have our ships all completely armed, we are going to go into the factions category and go to human. So here's what I found out: you can't just put an alien core down anymore. That used to be the old strategy. Well, the new one is actually you have to create a faction. So test, then test, and then you got to set your vessel to this faction. So test. So now this particular ship belongs to the test faction. Now, you come over here, as far away from your ship as you want, so that you don't have them shooting at you. And let's just go like that. A little bit higher. Alright, so you go to your factions, and you leave it. That turns this faction here red, and your turrets will start shooting. So this is how I found the kind of the workaround. It's, you know, something that I like to do because, like I said, as a shipbuilder, I want to be able to test my vessels to make sure that they are doing as good as I intended them. Now, it doesn't always, you know, I don't always have to test them, but since I don't have very many friends that actually play this game, I have to do it this way. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Hopefully, you guys found this useful. This is, like I said, this is probably one of the few things that I like to... I really wish there was a more realistic way of doing, because this is a very... You know, to me, I feel like you need this kind of feature for shipbuilders if you don't have friends like that play the game like I do. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys found this useful. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.